everybody, and welcome to the Let's Make a Postcard Together with Etch Design. Today is a very fun workshop because we are making something very artsy and beautiful. Today is all about my favorite city, Jaipur. And if Jaipur is one of your favorite cities as well, you're going to have a great time. And if it's not, by the end of this workshop, I'm sure it will become your favorite city. The beauty of Jaipur is it's so cultural, it's so global, that even though we are a small city, our hearts are huge. So in tribute to my beautiful city, I'm going to make this beautiful postcard today and also talk to you about a beautiful product that we have worked on for our city. It's this souvenir. So we made this gorgeous souvenir that comes in this box. You can pull it out and it has all the beautiful monuments of Jaipur. This product is very, very close to my heart, which is why we've decided to make this beautiful pop-up postcard today. So let's begin. I hope all of you have your postcards and we're going to start with drawing the Hawa Mahal. So what we're going to do is we are going to finish all our windows on Hawa Mahal like that. What you want to do is have a little pointed top when you're dressing up your window. It just looks more interesting. But again, like I said, it's your Hawa Mahal. So you can make it as archy or as different as you like. What I'm trying here with some of my windows is a curved pointed top like that. This definitely looks more traditional and I'm sure you all relate to this particular pattern. So you can try that. Through today's postcard, I actually want to talk to you about something very special, something very, very close to my heart, other than the fact that I love Jaipur. It's this beautiful little souvenir that we made. It's called the Jaipur Cityscape, and this is what we are making today. A little piece of this souvenir is what we are making today. So the souvenir is something like this. And when you take it out, you open it up and look at that. All our favorite monuments from Jaipur are here and we talk about each monument. And this is the coolest present you can give to somebody and the nicest souvenir you can give to somebody for Jaipur. The best part about Jaipur is I don't think it's just a city anymore. It's a cultural global city. Isn't it more like London and New York already? So guys, if you like this and if after making this postcard, you feel closer to the city as well, do write to me, do reach out to me and I'll be happy to share this souvenir with you. You can pick it up at our studio anytime. We can courier it to you wherever you are. So if all of us have been able to do this much, we are quickly going to now finish the top as well. So if you haven't made windows on top, please make tiny windows like that on top. Now look at my drawing. It is a little messy. It is quick. Don't worry about quick drawings. It really turns out beautiful when you finish it. And of course, I'm drawing with you all. So I am quick while I'm talking as well. But you can take your time and make it nicer if you like. Once I've done this much, I'm just going to add little lines here to finish my pillars. So 2 lines here, but they're not going to overlap my window. So something like this, if you can see this line here. And then I'm going to finish that line the other side as well. It's a very faint line. And I also want to leave some line strokes in the center. Randomly. Now, we are first going to color our Hawa Mahal and put it away so that we can dress up our postcard from Jaipur. So let's begin coloring our Hawa Mahal. What we're going to do today is use, well, if you have the pink, so the Jaipur pink is actually this pink that I'm wearing today, this nice sandstone, beautiful color of pink. It's not the actual pink that we all see like this one. So what I'm going to do today is actually, let me bring my crayons. I'm going to using this color of my crayon and mix it with a peachish color to bring this salmonish pink color. Now I got to this shade when I experimented last night while I was making this postcard. What you can do is, if you want to crack the right color, take a piece of paper, scribble on the side, mix up a few pinks and find your correct color. So this, I would like you to achieve a color something like this, or a color something like what I'm wearing. I especially wore this today, this Jaipuri print, because it's all about Jaipur. And don't forget to sip on your tea, everybody. It'll get cold. How many of you have tea? Can I see? Can I see all your tea? Oh wow. Maybe some of you already had your tea and they are completely ready to draw with us. I can see some of you nodding. Nice. I like your dedication. So let's get back to coloring. What we're going to do is take this and color the whole background. If you end up coloring a little bit of your window, that's fine also, because we're anyway going to color inside our windows using darker colors. So quickly take this and color in. And for the ones who are mixing the colors, what you should do is you should basically take the lighter color first and then do your darker color. So I seem to have lost my other peach. So okay, I'm going to use this pink and I'm going to find that color in the mix. So if you look in my coloring style, also because I'm using a crayon, it's rather quick. I'm doing it very quickly because I want this style to have that little rough and quick feel. If you see here as well in my entire illustration, I haven't filled in 100% anywhere because I like the quick illustrative style. So there are a bunch of illustrative styles, and if artsy workshops are what you really enjoy, then I'll be more than happy to do more of these with the artsy one in you. Always write to me, communicate, guys, tell me what you think, whether you like it, unmute yourselves. This doesn't have to be a completely one-sided workshop. I love to talk to you as long as, of course, all of us are being able to understand and draw together. Write in the chat box and keep telling me whether you're enjoying it or it's getting boring. So once you've been able to color your entire Hawa Mahal, we are going to actually color in the windows. Well, the purpose of Hawa Mahal, let me tell you a little about the monument. Hawa Mahal was built in the Jaipur city because we all know Jaipur is a really, really hot city. And at the time, back in the day, there was no ventilation, there were no air conditioners or any of that sort. So they made this building, and on any given day of the year, including today, if you go to Hawa Mahal and stand behind any of these windows, because of the beautiful construction and the cross ventilation, you will not feel hot. You will actually always feel the wind, and that's the beauty of this amazing monument. We have somebody writing to us in the chat, I forgot how therapeutic coloring was. Isn't it? It's amazing. I love it as much as you do. I'm so happy to hear that. So if all of us have been able to color this much, are we ready to color our windows? Show me a thumbs up. Communicate with me, guys. Cool. I absolutely love how engrossed you all are. You aren't even looking up. I can only see your thumbs up and your heads down. That's amazing. So I'm choosing these colors for my postcard, for my Hawa Mahal. It's yellow, it's a blue, because what we did with the stained glasses at our Hawa Mahal in Jaipur was, you know how stained glasses are, they're all bright and happy. They're basically glasses that are colored. So I'm using these 4 colors here. I'm using a yellow, a bright yellow, a blue, a green and a pink. So I'm using my brush pens today, guys. These are really cool. They're so fun and easy to work with. If you don't have them already, and if you enjoy coloring and sketching, you can probably get your own set. They're Camlin brush pens. And otherwise, of course, I use colors, I use anything absolutely. So let's start coloring in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to color my windows randomly. So I'm just going to start coloring my windows like that randomly with my...
I have brush pens.
You have brush pens. That's amazing. So what you can do is you can either go row by row, and if you're just feeling abstract then just color with one color like that, and then you can keep filling in other colors. So that's what I'm going to do. And while I'm doing that, let me read out to you what our cityscape says about the Hawa Mahal. So this is how we drew, and these all of these illustrations are made at our studio. And we've again used the easy hand-drawn illustrative style. So Hawa Mahal, also known as the Palace of Winds, is a Jaipur landmark. It boasts about the beautiful honeycomb exterior that consists of 953 windows. Guys, the Hawa Mahal actually has 953 windows, allowing the palace to remain cool and windy during hot summer days in the city. Constructed in the original Jaipuri red and pink sandstone, it is the epitome of the city's richest architectural heritage. So what I said in simpler words is what we've written here. But isn't it amazing that there are 953 windows? It's beautiful. Of course, we're going to share the YouTube link with you later, but if you're catching up with us, all we've done is drawn a quick structure like that. You can try and copy it, and then quick windows, and now we are coloring in. So once all our windows are colored, we are going to start making the postcard. The idea, the concept of this postcard was I wanted to do something related to Jaipur. Jaipur is so close to my heart, and it's genuinely my favorite city no matter how much I travel or where I go. And I was truly blessed and lucky to get married in the same city where I was born and brought up. I also studied here. I did my schooling here and then went out to study for a few years and came back and met my amazing husband here. But the beauty about this city is it allows you to be whoever you want to be. If you want to be a busy working person, you can do that. If you want to be a happy homemaker, you can be that. If you want to be a crazy socialite and a party animal, you can be that. The beauty about this city is it doesn't judge you. It lets you be, and we are all so happy and friendly that our little community is always there for each other, and we actually realize it more in these tough times, you know. So if you do agree with me, do write in the chat box. Stayed in Jaipur for 2 years, love every moment of it. Isn't it? So happy to know you were lucky enough to stay in our city. It is a beautiful city. So I've done this much so far. What I want to do now is I want to color in my windows. So what I'll do there is, before I color in my windows, you see my background is a little even right now. I want to make it a little more real. So what if you basically color the corners dark, then it looks like there's a bit of a shadow there. So you can color the two corners of the pillars darker than what your original drawing is, like that. You see the difference? Celebrating my birthday in Jaipur last year. Oh wow, that's wonderful. And I'm just going to take random patches and color them dark so that it looks like there's a bit of play of light and shadow. Guys, we're so many of us drawing together. I'm sure with all the gratitude we have for the Jaipur city today, I'm sure Rajasthan will overcome this pandemic very, very soon, and the entire India will, and eventually the entire world will. Through these workshops, all we want to do is spread positivity, happiness and joy. That is our sole purpose. So see, what I've done is, by doing darker patches at a few places, now from a distance it looks a little more real. After you've done this, I'm just going to take my pen, black pen, and draw checks like that in the center for every window. So I'm going to quickly finish these checks. This cityscape, the product that we made, do you guys want to guess how long it took us to construct this entire product? You cannot imagine how difficult it was to figure out the entire dye and the entire popping out structure. I want you guys to guess how long it took me to compile this entire product. 6 months. Take a while year guess? Yes, it took us 1 year. 1 whole year. Well, of course, we were working on other projects on the side, but we had to do so many test prints and we had to reject so many samples because we wanted to get the right folding technique, we wanted to get the right structure, and well, we have a confession, we are crazy perfectionists. So we wanted to build a product, a souvenir about Jaipur, which is absolutely perfect. And because it took us so long, this little piece of beauty is so close to our heart and we can't wait to share it with all of you. So please let it find a spot in your beautiful home as well, along with this beautiful postcard that you will be making today. So have all of us been able to finish this much so far? Can I see everybody's Hawa Mahal? Beautiful. Looks so pretty. Oh wow, I like everybody's versions. Nice. Okay, so I think we are ready. What we're going to do is, we are going to quickly cut this postcard now. Why I asked you all to use a postcard that is horizontal is because I want you to leave some space here while cutting. So leave approximately this much space, because we are going to fold it and make it like this. So leave approximately this much space and then cut it like that, very randomly. We are going to fix that later. And then this way. Once you've done this much, go closer to your Hawa Mahal and then cut along like that. So this is how, basically, this is how close you have to cut along. And once that is complete, we are going to then fold. So what I'm going to do is, since I've cut my Hawa Mahal this much and I don't want the white space to show, other than the part that's going to be folded. So leave this white and color everything else pink. This space above, you can color it pink. Yes, I'm going to show it again to you. Just give me a second. So this is what I've done. I've colored this part pink so that when it comes on your postcard, it looks something like that. Alright. So now that we've reached so far, we are going to get to the fun part of this. Do all of you have a scale and a cutter? And a magazine or a surface where you can keep your postcard. So what we are going to do is, we are actually going to give crease lines. Let me take this off and show you what we are going to do. If you see here, and if you don't have a cutter on you right now, and if you don't want to get it or can't get it, don't worry, I'll teach you another way to do it. I've basically made 2 lines so that it folds one way and then the second way, like that, so that this part sticks and you have this much height to your Hawa Mahal. Alright? So what we are going to do is, we are going to now take our Hawa Mahal. I'm first showing you the cutter method and then I will show you the method of doing it without the cutter. So you take your cutter and you use the back side of it, this side. Not the front side, the back side of it. That's a very important part, because if you use the front side, of course this part will chop off and it will go away. And take your scale and just do a crease like that. So I basically took the scale and did a little line like that over here. If you don't have a cutter, I'm going to do this on both sides of the Hawa Mahal that I've made. If you don't have a cutter, you can just literally very carefully hold your paper and fold it on the corner like that. And if you're a little one, then please don't use the cutter on your own. Go call your mama or papa and make them do it for you. Please, that's a special request. So after you've done this, you see I'm able to fold my postcard like that, my Hawa Mahal like that. Have all of you been able to do this? Even if you don't have a cutter, you can do it with your hand. Yes. Looks good. Oh wow, so pretty.
I do it like this.
Show me.
See.
pretty. I like it. It looks very nice. Okay, so quickly guys, we're also going to make one more crease now, which is going to be approximately in the center of the white box, so that we can again fold it to bend, which means one more line here and then one more line here. So if you're doing it with a scale and a cutter, then do that. Otherwise you can do it with your hand as well. That's absolutely no problem. This is just a little trick we learned while we were in college at NIFT. So I use it handy. I use it whenever it needs to come handy to me. So after I've done that, it just becomes very easy to fold thick paper when you do that. After I've done this, you see it becomes easy to fold my paper, and now I can put it on like that. Now, if you pick up your empty postcard and if you place your Hawa Mahal on it, it should look something like this. Can you all show me the proportion of your postcards? Is it coming something like this? Oh, beautiful. Lovely. Looks so nice. We have so many Hawa Mahals today. Awesome. So if all of us have done this much so far, should we move ahead and should we finish the postcard? Should we make the beautiful background? Give me a thumbs up or write okay guys, or unmute yourselves and tell me whether you're enjoying, whether you're liking it, whether your tea is over and you need to get another cup. Okay, perfect. So we are going to now make, we are going to keep our Hawa Mahal aside and we are going to start working on our postcard, our main postcard. The concept behind this postcard was, it is basically a postcard of love that we are sending to everybody, to all our loved ones from the Jaipur city, with lots of love, hope and positivity. So what I've done here is all abstract things. I've just written Hawa Mahal and Jaipur. I've signed my studio name, you can sign your name. I've made this beautiful block which is inspired from a block print which is from Jaipur. So I've made this beautiful flower pattern. I've written postcard, I've made a stamp, and I've written 25 in Jaipur in Hindi. I've also made a little stamp like that, and this is a very bad version of a Jantar Mantar that I tried to make inside. So that, and of course airmail and a bunch of basically postcard related things. So why I'm telling you the details of this is because I want you to draw whatever you like. Your flowers don't have to be identical like mine. Your airmail doesn't have to be identical like mine. And of course your stamp can have anything that you like. So let's begin making something that looks similar, but remember to add your own creativity. The first thing we'll do is make this stamp on top. So let's make a round. And remember proportions guys, so don't end up filling your postcard so much that we're not able to see everything. Place your Hawa Mahal somewhere here to make sure that all your stamps or whatever we make is visible. Of course the sample drawing that I made here is on a bigger piece of paper, so I was able to fit more things. We are using a smaller paper today, so of course we'll have to omit some of the things. So what we are going to do is basically make a round stamp like that, a double stamp. And I'm going to write Jaipur on the sides of it because this is going from Jaipur. So I'm going to write Jaipur and a heart. You can write Jaipur and a round or anything you like. So like that. Alright, so we just write Jaipur and a heart. And now I want you guys to participate. Unmute yourselves or write in the chat box, what should I make inside the stamp? What is one thing that you think of when you think of Jaipur? Other than the Hawa Mahal, of course, we've already made it. So what is that one thing when you think of Jaipur?
Dal bati churma.
Dal bati churma, yummy. That's perfect.
I swear, I was thinking kachoris.
Kachoris. Guys, we are a foodie lot. I'm so excited. Maybe after we are done with our tea, we should eat some yummy food from Jaipur, right? Friends, Pink City, yes. So, okay, your ideas are lovely. What we can do is whatever you are feeling like can go inside this stamp. We can draw a bunch of happy friends, like 2-3 small stick figures. We can draw home. Home is a lovely idea. We can draw Pink City, so it can just be pink and 2 buildings. We can draw a plate of food. I love kachori, so I'm going to draw a plate.
Kachoris are easy to draw as well.
Well, yeah, that's a smart comment. So I'm going to draw a plate and something that looks like kachoris. Now, obviously, when you look at my plate, it won't look like kachoris to you, but when I color it, it's gonna look similar. So I've done something very simple here. Can you show your Hawa Mahal up close? Yes, please, here you go. For everybody who's still catching up on the Hawa Mahal, have a look at our Hawa Mahal up close. Remember, I've done a very simple, quick hand illustration. It doesn't look perfect, but once it goes on to the postcard, it will surely look beautiful. So don't judge your drawings, just love them. Fill them with gratitude and positivity, and look at what the end of this postcard will bring to your heart. So this is what we've done. If all of you have drawn your stamp, I want you to draw little waves on the side of your stamp like that, and then parallel waves under it. Make sure that whatever wave you're drawing, the first is something that is sort of parallelly consecutive with the others as well. So we've done this, and under it I'm going to make one stamp. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a curvy stamp like that, like a curvy border. Because we have less space, I'm going to actually make a square stamp. So you see, I'm again and again putting my Hawa Mahal for proportion. And I'm going to make a very quick square stamp like that. What have you written on the stamp? I have written Jaipur all around. So I've written Jaipur and a heart, Jaipur and a heart, Jaipur and a heart. But you can write whatever you like. And then I'm just going to diagonally write Jaipur in Hindi. So if you are comfortable writing in Hindi, write that, because all of these interesting elements look very nice, and Devanagari is a beautiful font. Devanagari is the name of the Hindi font, one of the most popular Hindi fonts that we have. But if you want to just write JPR or RJ14, you can do that as well. After this, what I'm going to do is put my postcard here and first write Hawa Mahal and Jaipur so that I know my spacing. So take the bottom of your postcard, and if you want to do this double letter with me, then draw along. So I'm going to put it right in the bottle and write Jaipur over here. So I start with J, and for reference you can see this as well. Of course we all know how to spell Jaipur, so I'm just going to quickly do a double letter Jaipur here. If you do need help on how to achieve the double letter, please let me know and I'll be happy to guide you letter to letter. So we are going to do this, and that's our Jaipur. And for Hawa Mahal, I'm just going to use a nice cursive handwritten font. Something like that. So this is what my H looks like. If you want, you can make it this way as well. And then I'm just going to use a very quick one. And what I've done is I've extended the A like that. Come again, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. How do you spell Jaipur? It's Jaipur. A. Jaipur. Jaipur. Look at the way I've written Mahal, guys. It would be nice for you to try it. So I've done M, A, and then my H goes in a little dancing style, and then A, and then L again. And you're free to give your L a wave also if you like.
Can you show a close-up of the stamps, please?
Sure. This is what I've done for the stamps. My stamps has a plate and 2 kachoris, which will look more real once I color them. Your stamps can have anything. Whatever reminds you of Jaipur. And if you haven't been, then you have to come to Jaipur. So then your stamp should have an air ticket, which brings you to Jaipur soon. So this is what we've done. And now I'm again for proportion going to place my Hawa Mahal on top and see how much space I have left. So see, you can already see after writing this, my stamp is getting hidden a little. It's absolutely fine because it's more important to be able to see that. Can I see everybody's proportion? Are we all being able to fit our proportions right? Looks so nice. Wow. Wow, I like how some of you have a drawing book where you make all our postcard workshops, postcards together. That's so sweet. Okay, so I think we're all basically on track. Looks good. What I want to add here is now I'm going to skip the airmail and the postcard. I love these flowers that I drew and I have only that much space. So I'm going to draw these flowers on the side here. Again, this is your postcard. This is your story of love that you're drawing. So if you don't feel like drawing flowers, feel free to look at this and pick up any one element and draw that. So if you're doing an airmail or a cursive postcard or just postcard from the Pink City can be written in a beautiful font or like a cursive in writing, or you can just write Pink City. So you can do that. And if you're drawing flowers like me, let me guide you. I'm going to start from the corner like this, just for a sense of balance. So whenever you're doing something that is on different parts of the paper, always try to remember to bring a sense of balance. So you see here, if I hold my postcard, this portion is a little empty. So I'm going to bring a sense of balance here and start with my flower, and I'm going to draw actually half a flower today. So I start with something like this. Remember those arches that we drew? So this is practically 5 arches next to each other. So I draw this flower, and of course this flower gets hidden, so it's absolutely fine to draw half of it like that. And then right inside it I draw another same structure like that for the flower. Then I basically take 2 leaves and draw them on top like that. So have all of us been able to draw the flower that much? And for the ones who are not drawing a flower, show me what you're drawing. I would love to see. It's so nice to see all of you so engrossed, guys. Isn't it so much fun to draw with a whole tribe? Oh wow, your flowers are really pretty. Okay, so then I'm going to basically fill lines in. So draw a straight line inside the leaf and then fill the leaf as you would generally. This is something that I'm sure we've all done when we were little kids. So I don't really need to guide you through it in a lot of detail. My leaf looks like that, and now I'm just going to complete my flower. So I'm going to draw a little circle here inside my flower so that it looks complete. And then I'm going to draw some lines here, like that. So I've drawn lines like that inside my flower. So this is what my flower looks like. And now if I do a little juxtaposition, it looks like that. So once I color the flower, you'll be able to see a hint of it. And you know what, after I've done this, I realized that this part is empty. So guess what, I'm going to make this little twig over here coming out like that. So I've taken a long line of leaf. Oh wow, can I see your big flower? That's lovely. I love it. It's beautiful. Of course, somebody is writing to me that they have less space, so that's not a problem. The hero of our postcard today is the Hawa Mahal. If you have less space, use that little space any way you like. Make one tiny stamp. Just make anything interesting. So what I'm doing here with this leaf is, in some places I'm going to have 2 leaves together, and in some places I'm just going to have 1. This is just something that makes it aesthetically beautiful and ends up looking very, very natural. So after I've done this, this is what my background looks like. what I want to do today with my postcard is leave the main background white. If you don't like a plain white background, you are free to use any other color. You can do a light beige or a light color. Try to use a light color. You can even use a light sort of creamish color like that. I'm going to start coloring with my red flower because I just feel like I'm just excited to color my flower. If you feel like coloring something else first, please go ahead. So remember one trick about this illustration. If you see here, I haven't colored my flower very evenly and proportionately, because when you see from a distance, the look that an unproportionate flower gives you is beautiful and a little more natural, right? Because usually on a flower, the light falls like that. So let's all color our flower with a very rough hand. If you see, wow, that looks so pretty. Some of you already finished it. So if you see, I've done a very rough look like that. Wow. Okay, while I'm doing this, can I show everybody your postcards? Stay right there. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. I love it, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. We have 3. Thank you. It's so pretty. Look at that, everybody. So pretty. I love the sunflower. So nice. I love it. Awesome. Okay, guys, let's get back to drawing. And I'm definitely going to show you all our postcards once they're done. So for the flower, what I'm going to do is, and if you've already finished drawing, because I can see some of you are super fast and super awesome at this, hang around and look at our postcards and give us tips. Tell us what makes you so fast. Maybe we need to learn a thing from you. So this is what I've done. See, I've done a very quick rendering. I've used a light green color here. So I'm going to try and use 2 shades. So for my other leaves, I'm going to use a dark color. It's just always interesting to use complementing colors and to make your postcard interesting. Because complementing colors just make your palette very fun. Again, you see, I haven't filled in very, very perfectly. This is an imperfect, beautiful card. Now for my stamp, I'm going to actually take this old rusty green color and I'm going to color along the waves. Guys, I hope I'm not going too fast or slow for you all. If I am, do let me know. Show the airmail part, please. 1 minute, I'm going to show it to you. So this is what I've done here. I've made these waves, and for the ones who want to do airmail, basically I've taken a square, a rectangle, divided it into 2 parts, written airmail, and when I've written airmail, I've made these dashes at the end of each alphabet, colored red on air, and just given a red border to the mail part. So if you do want to write airmail, please feel free to do this. After you've done this, let's color my kachoris. So guys, I'm going to use this brown. I've colored my plate grey, and I'm going to use this brown and color my kachoris and make these little dots inside. So this is what my kachori plate looks like. If you've made kachoris as well, you can try and color like this. Otherwise, whatever you've made, feel free to color it the way you like. And I'm also going to color the outside of my stamp in the same color as the kachori. And if you remember, I made little hearts next to Jaipur, so those hearts are going to be red, only so that they stand out. These small elements may be extremely small, but when you end up putting your entire piece together, it ends up looking beautiful. So see, this is what my stamp looks like now. And now I'm going to color my other stamp. What I want is, I want a nice yellow on the background because I feel like it will make it nice and blush. And I'm going to use, I'm just going to do an outline drawing of Jaipur with a colored pen. So this is what I've done. I've just used a colored pen and done an outline drawing like this.
I need a very good
So pretty, all of you. So this is what we've done so far. And just to add a little element, I'm going to use a red pen and draw little stripes onto my stamps. like that. So you could do this. This is just a little addition that we've done to our postcard. Now let's color Jaipur. Are we all moving together? Are we all drawing together? I hope I'm not too fast. And if I'm a little slow, then don't judge. We are all allowed to enjoy the process. So I'm just going to take a very happy pink and color in. I would like to color my Jaipur very neatly because that is something that is the hero of my postcard. And remember guys, once you finish drawing, remember to share pictures of your postcards with us. Share the love with us on our Instagram page. We have 2 Instagram pages, Studio H Design, where we talk about all our graphic and communication design services, and Sketch by H India, where we talk about all our awesome, all new party stationery that we are recently making and we've recently launched. And our first product is this awesome Jaipur cityscape. So if you do love it and if you do want to get a copy, please reach out to us and write to us and tell us, and we'll be happy to send it to you. So this is what I've done with Jaipur, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use my pen, the tip of my pen, and just very faintly draw along Hawa Mahal also, like that. So that the writing remains clear, yet we are able to add a little bit of hint of pink to it. So we do Hawa Mahal. Once we all have done this much, I want you to do a rough placement of your Hawa Mahal here. Like that. Once we know where we want to stick it, we can then finally paste it on top. So if all of you have done this much, can I see everybody's postcards? Wow, that's beautiful. So pretty. Okay guys, let's quickly stick our postcards so that we can all see each other's postcards. So coming to the easiest part, I'm going to be using Blue Tack today. You can use Blue Tack, or Faber-Castell has Tackit in the same brand. The beauty of this product is that you can just take it off the way I did it for my Hawa Mahal here. I can take it off and put it back anytime in my drawing journal, in my art journal. So you can either use this, or of course you can use our traditional Fevistick or Fevicol as well. So I'm going to take this on the back side and put it using 4 little dots. Depending on whichever adhesive you are using, please do that, and proportionately stick your Hawa Mahal in a way that you're able to see all your elements. You can hide your stamp or your flowers, but please don't hide your Hawa Mahal. So it looks something like this. You can faintly see the flowers and the stamp, and you can read the Hawa Mahal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign my name here on the side. So please sign your name. You can tag us. You can write a little note to us on your postcard. I'm going to write Pranika's Happy Hawa Mahal. And if you want to write something else, feel free to write that. On my art journal, I just wrote @Studio H Design. So you can write absolutely anything. And if you want to color your background, if you feel you don't like the white, feel free to use a light color like I said and just color in. And while all of you do that, whoever's finished their postcards, can I see them? And all of you keep holding up your postcards, and I'm going to show everybody your postcards. Wow! This looks beautiful. Please hold your postcard up. Nice. Lovely, guys. This is so pretty. I love it. I like how you changed the orientation. It looks beautiful. Oh, wow. So pretty. Jaipur misses you. We have our family from New York joining us. Come see us soon. This is really pretty. I love it. I love your flowers. Really nice. Thank you so much everybody for joining us. I had so much fun doing this with you today, and the gratitude that I have in my heart for my city is abundant. So here's wishing all of you good health and happiness from my city to yours. Take care of yourselves, stay inside, stay safe, stay positive. Show me your postcard again. I love it. Wow, that's a very neat artist we have over there. I love your illustration style. It's beautiful. That's lovely. That's beautiful, guys. These series of postcards look absolutely stunning. Please do remember to keep sharing pictures with me. I have to see each and every postcard. We have family even from London. Thank you for joining us. So happy to see you here. You make us so happy by joining our postcard tribe and taking out precious time for us. Who else? Have we seen everybody's postcards? Oh wow, that's gorgeous. I love everybody's Hawa Mahals, guys. You guys are all amazing. So pretty. Look at that one. It's stunning. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It was absolutely amazing to have you. I hope you all had fun and I hope I've been able to show all your postcards. If I haven't, then please wave at me and tell me. You guys can pick up our Jaipur Cityscape. This is the beautiful product, and what we made today was a small little element from that. So we really hope you enjoyed today. Do tag us, do write to us. We have our Instagram handle and I'm going to put all of these details in the chat box. So you can tag us and write to us and do share feedback. Tell me what you feel, whether you enjoyed, whether you want to do more of these. I would love to know. And please finish your postcards and keep showing me. We also have a YouTube channel. So for some of you who have missed our workshop today or joined midway, you can always go back to our YouTube channel and look at the whole workshop and draw again. And remember to then send me pictures. Tell your friends about it and please share the love, spread the love. The only idea for today's workshop is to share love, to spread love, positivity and happiness. So here's sending lots of love to all of you from my favorite city, Jaipur. Thank you so much for joining us. Had a great time drawing with all of you. Thank you for that cute little heart. That's so sweet. Thank you, everybody. We had a fabulous time. Hope you did too. Thank you for joining us. See you again. Bye. Have a good weekend.